Please, the show starts in
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After
Just when we thought boxing was slowing down for the holiday season, boxing is back in the fast lane, and we have the boxing news for your views. Fight fans, this is the 13th round, where we discuss all things boxing. And on this edition of the 13th round, we will be discussing Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford negotiations. We will also talk about Jaron Boots Ennis ducking Virgil Ortiz. We will review the official fight card for the rematch of Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. And we will also take a look back at the New York opening press conference for Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, and also talk about the big news that Tank Davis dropped on everybody after the press conference. But first things first, we must discuss the fights, but first we must get the lights. All right, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. I am hearing some very, very interesting news about Bud and Canelo being in heavy negotiations for a Clash of Champions Cinco de Mayo weekend. This is going to be a very good fight if it happens. Honestly, when the talks first began, I, for one, did not believe that. I wasn't excited. I didn't think it could happen, but now the Viagra is starting to kick in, and I'm starting to get a little excited because Turki Al-Sheikh is behind the movement. So if this fight does happen, it's going to happen in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and it's going to be on a Riyadh season fight card. I am very much so looking forward to this event. And if Turki Al-Sheikh has anything to do with it, both fighters will be getting an offer that they cannot refute nor refuse.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Please get.
No, Canelo, I'm serious, man. Turki Al-Sheikh be putting up that cheese, man. So, we might have a fight. And the important thing to remember is that the news that I'm about to give to you, be sure that you tell someone that you heard it at Rounds Boxing Club first. Listen to me. I honestly believe that Canelo Alvarez is going to either fight Terence Bud Crawford or Caleb Sweet Hands Plant in May on Cinco de Mayo weekend. We will see that Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. We could possibly see a rematch. They were on the same card the last time that Canelo fought, so I am not ruling that out. And speaking of Turki Al-Sheikh, February 22nd, 2025, Turki Al-Sheikh will bring to us a fight card of all fight cards. The rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. All right, that's a little bit better. My microphone was backwards. Excuse me, but February 22nd, Turki Al-Sheikh will bring to us the fight card between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, which happens to be a rematch. This is a stacked card from top to bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the official fight card for Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol 2.
February 22nd, 2025, Riyadh Season presents The Last Crescendo, the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world, coming to you live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The co-main event on this dynamic fight card features Daniel Dubois taking on Joseph Parker for the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the world. The WBC Lightweight Championship of the world will be on the line as Shakur Stevenson will face off with Floyd Kid Austin Schofield. Carlos Adames will share the ring with Hamza Shiraz as both fighters look to gain the WBC Middleweight Championship of the world. Also on this fight card, we have Virgil Ortiz taking on Israel Madrimov for the WBC Interim Super Welterweight Championship of the world. And opening the show, we'll have Joshua Buatsi taking on Callum Smith for the WBO Interim Light Heavyweight Championship of the world.
All right. I know exactly where I will be February 22nd. Lord willing, I will be right here with you guys calling that card. So I'm looking forward to, hey, man, it's stacked early in the year. We got Benavidez and Morrell in January. You got the rematch between Bivol and Beterbiev, and you saw that big card. That's going to be February 22nd. And what? The next week, March 1st, you got Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. We are starting 2025 off with a bang for sure. Now let's talk a little bit of the holiday season. One of the official holiday birds that can be found on most dinner tables across the world during this time of year is turducken. And what turducken is actually a turkey, a duck, and a chicken all combined in one, just fused together. You know what I'm saying? There's an old adage that goes, you are what you eat. Well, Jaron Boots Ennis must have had his fair share of turducken on Thanksgiving. See, initially, on that February 22nd Riyadh season card, Virgil Ortiz was slated and penciled in to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. But Boots pulled out of negotiations with claims of being undecided on which weight class that he wanted to fight at. Did he want to continue to campaign at 147 and go for a unification of a title, or maybe even undisputed? Or does he feel he need to move up to 154 and face tougher competition so he can get the best out of himself? Well, if you guys remember, after his rematch with Cameron Chikashkian, Boots, matter of fact, I don't even have to tell you what he said. I have the receipts. I'm gonna play this for you, actually. Listen to Boots' post-fight interview. Listen to exactly what he's saying. I'm not sure. Let me make sure it's turned up all the way before I play it. All right, here we go. He said, I'm going to 154 so my pop can be way better than it's, so it can be what it's supposed to be. I'm 27. I'll be 28 next year. Listen once again. So Boots said himself that he was moving to 154 after the Karen Chikashkian fight. Now, since, Boots pulled out of that fight, he has made a statement, and he said that, he never signed to face Virgil Ortiz, which I do believe, and he said he was undecided on where he was moving up to 154, 147. I also believe that, but it's still a duck. That's going to be your biggest payday. You say you want the big competition. A few months ago, before the Spence and Crawford fight, you said you had been calling out Crawford. Well, I find that really hard to believe now that you have ducked a fight with Virgil Ortiz. I mean, who's left at 47 for you to fight? Standing on this, all these guys have fights. Move up, man. You didn't look good at 47, and he didn't look bad, but he didn't look as good as I thought he could have. And you heard it out of the bird's mouth himself. So, what we're going to do right now is open up the phone lines. First of all, we're going to ask the question of the day, and then we're going to open up the phone lines for any of our viewers to give us a call and let us know how you feel about any of the topics we are discussing. So first, let's get to the question of the day. All right, today's question of the day is, do you as a boxing fan believe that Jaron Boots Ennis ducked Virgil Ortiz? So right now what I'm going to do is open up the phone lines. You can give us a call at 213-496-7337. Once again, that number is, it's 495-213-495 PEDs. Once again, that number is 213-495-7337, 213-495 PEDs. Hit us up at Rounds Boxing Club. Let us know how you feel about Jaron Boots Ennis. Do you think he ducked Virgil Ortiz or not? I will tell you, Tim Bradley weighed in on this situation, and this is exactly what he had to say.
Tim Desert Storm Bradley, what's going on? What's going on, people? Yo, I'm chiming in real quick, man. I heard the news about Boots and Virgil supposed to be off. I'm just letting y'all know right now, that's duck soup. Duck's soup at its finest. That's exactly the way you do it when you want to duck somebody. When you change your mind, when you don't believe that you that damn good. I don't want to hear nobody else say anything about Boots people ducking. We ain't saying none of that no more. Absolutely not. This is a clear indicator right here that he don't want no smoke with anybody, because this is the perfect matchup for him at 154 pounds. It's a smaller guy. It's not a big guy. He's been at 54 for a while, but this is the perfect matchup. What about all that talk y'all was doing after the fight? Your promoter was doing after the fight. Man, 154, 147 is really hard for him to make, you know what I mean? The weight, the weight is an issue. Y'all was blaming that on his last performance, right? What, now you want to stay at 47? Look, you can stay at 47. You can fight, right? All you got to do is talk to the sanctioning body. That's all you got to do, and tell them, hey, I want to take this. I want to actually go up to 54, and I want to fight Virgil. Can I maintain my belt at 147 pounds? Yes. And they're going to say, yeah, as long as you pay the sanctioning fee. That's it. That's all he got to do. But obviously, he's not as bad as y'all think he is.
So, I'll give my take. I believe that this is a chicken move that can be considered a duck by a turkey named Boots. And I'm a Boots fan. I'm not trying to criticize him. I'm just, kind of correlating with that, with turducking. But, you see, when you're moving up in weight classes, one must do so like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. Check out how my main man, James Toney, handled John Ruiz and his entourage when he moved up to the heavyweight division.
I'm face to face, say it in my face while we here. Because like I said, I don't play boxing. I do this shit for real. I live this shit. Now what you want to do?
Oh my God.
John,
he's talking to John.
You ain't talking to me, pal. You punk.
John.
Punk. You been saying shit too. Yes, yes. I said the motherfucker say something to me, I'm gonna hurt that old motherfucker. And now, take your jacket off, baby. Hold on. No, wait, hold. No, you stay out there. You got a bad jacket. No. Stay over there, Jen. Tony the phony. So's your mother, bitch. Hold on. No, come on.
Yo, there he is.
But you know what, man? Hey, I'm gonna get your ass. You Gucci man looking motherfucker. I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
What? Look, I know you got a big ass ring on your pinky finger. You talking about kick somebody ass looking like Gucci, man. You over there looking like Jesus with the damn beard and the bald head, man. What you talking about? Champ? Shit, I got about 3 good rounds for you. I just got back in the gym. I ain't got too much, so I got to get it over with quick.
Hey, all you need is 30 seconds, dog.
Yo, big shout out to my man James Toney. And since we had him playing some clips on him, we're going to go to another quick message from my man James Toney.
Yo, what's up? This is James Lights Out Tony, the one only. Please go subscribe to Ron's Bicycle Club. My people, great people. I guarantee you go to the gym, check them out. Lights out, baby, all day, every day.
All right, so earlier this week, Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach held 2 press conferences. The first one was in New York, and the second one being in D.C. The press conferences, they were okay, but there were a lot of lines to read in between, especially in that New York press conference, where we will start where Gervonta Davis announced his retirement.
This will obviously be your first fight of 2025. How do you envision 2025 playing out for you?
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
So, Tank Davis, you know, he was a little lethargic and unmotivated starting off that interview, especially when he actually dropped that bomb on the world. He kind of seemed uninterested when he was there, but then Lamont Roach and his entourage started talking money and putting the cheese up on the fight, and we kind of seen the fire get back in the tank.
Right now, I'm not really big on, like, you know, getting into it and stuff like that. I'm really, like, out of it right now.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man over
You
there
said
said
what?
bet.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from?
Yeah, good.
Tank, you feeling better now. Tank feeling better.
Yeah.
All three of y'all want bet 100? I like to show people they not who they say they are. And I like to prove to people that, like,
Yeah, I mean, who said who ain't what they said they is? I don't.
I like to prove to the people they come with. Now, I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave the females home. On my mother, you better leave the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah.
Now watch this.
They gonna
now
be there.
watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch.
Is that all it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
Always go like this.
Nah,
Niggas
what I'm
always
saying,
get
you
the
just
yapping,
said you feel like you going
and
out.
they go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going
I'm
out.
telling you. He gonna be mad. He gonna be mad. Watch.
I'm glad I could do that for you, brother.
So then Tank Davis gave his prediction.
All right, Tank, let's get a prediction from you. Lamont Roach, March 1st, Barclays Center, Amazon Prime, pay-per-view, PBC. What is going down?
Want me to say?
Go ahead so I can call Cap. Go ahead. Come on. Get it over with.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you, you saying you going down in a night? You know that power Curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
And so did Lamont Roach give his prediction on the fight.
And how do you see March 1st playing out? How do you think it's going to go down here at Barclays Center? I mean, you have an opportunity in front of you to become a world champion at not only 130 pounds, but 135 pounds.
Hopefully he bob and weave, take his own advice. Cause it's going down, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm coming with everything I got. And if you ain't on your A game, if you ain't focused,
trying to hear that shit.
If you ain't focused, cause I know you ain't focused. It's been to the streets. It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. So you better tighten up.
Yeah.
You better tighten up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. That's why I got everybody out of there. Can they see my page again?
You better tighten up.
Can they see my page now?
I'm telling you right now, you better tighten up. Because if you don't, my mother, I'm going to make it look like a cakewalk. That's March 1st.
But the biggest thing that I took from the press conference came afterwards. Man, oh man, did Tank Davis give us a lot to digest.
Oh, that's a big load. You're either going to be a great leader or wind up in prison. As it got thicker, he loved it more.
You know, I'm tired of getting the taste of them. I want the whole load. When emotionally, you're like, I'm going to come, and it ain't there. You try to, oh yeah, let's go, and it's not there.
Open your mouth wide and take it.
I don't want a 6-inch. I want a 12-inch from DeMarcus Cousins.
Your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are tender and they can move and caress the ball. that's kind of gay, but hey, close.
You got me. All right, you got me. So anyway, so Tank went on, to answer the question that everybody wants to know, why we are not getting the fight with Shakur Stevenson. And this is what Gervonta had to say as a rebuttal.
What? Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit don't win in boxing.
Hey, Tank Davis ain't lying. Look, defense don't win in boxing. It's been very seldom you see a fighter win a round without throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? And not that Shakur doesn't throw punches, but his last few fights, yeah, they were lackluster. A lot of people are giving Tank Davis a lot of criticism about his resume, but hell, I don't see Shakur Stevenson having that much of a better resume than Tank. He doesn't have a better resume. He has more accolades, more accomplishments. He has more accolades in the sport of boxing, but resume-wise, nah, man. It's close. It's close. It's not like Shakur's just blowing him out resume-wise. But Tank went on also and talked about Shakur Stevens. You know, I mean, not Shakur Stevens, talked about Teofimo Lopez. You guys know Teofimo Lopez had been kind of, you know, calling out Tank Davis and Bud Crawford, and in the midst of doing so, using the term like monkeys and bananas. Yo, man, you gonna get the black community riled up, Tio, with that one. And this is what Tank had to say about Teofimo Lopez.
For Teofimo?
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I'm gonna slap this shit when I say that.
Why is that, Tank?
Hey, Tank.
I'm gonna really slap this shit when I say
Tank,
that.
Dante's Box Nation.
Yeah.
What you think about Teofimo calling you and Crawford gorillas?
That's what
I just said what I said.
Okay.
Now, you know, actually, to be honest with you, I think the Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Davis fight has a better chance of happening than Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. I actually think it's a better fight. Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Davis is a better fight than Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. And I think it's a good chance that fight happens. The energy that Tank had when talking about Teofimo Lopez was just a little bit more, you know, willing. Not that he's not willing to fight Shakur, but it seems like he's more eager to fight Teofimo. And Teofimo does bring something to the table, a little bit more than Shakur brings to the table. One thing Tank also did touch, and he talked about, was that, you know, he doesn't really care about, you know, the accolades and the belts. He's more so in it for the money.
Me and fighters, y'all fail to realize, me and fighters are different. There we go. We way different. I don't look at it, I don't care about belts, and I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about none of that.
You worry about taking out your competition?
Yeah, I worry about getting my money and getting out of it. That's what I worry about.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with being in it for the belts, whatever your reason. But you know, it's like DMX said in Belly. Look, Shorty can't eat no books, so you know you can't eat no belts. Shorty, they kids can't eat no belts. He's in it for the money. I'm not mad about that. You know, we do want to see the good fights happen. But did you guys notice how Gervonta Davis? He must be listening to Beyonce in his headphones. What's the song? Pat Your Weave, get your body, get body, whatever the Beyonce song is. Tank Davis was patting that weave, man. Do y'all see? You see my boy? Check him out.
Me and fighters, y'all me and fighters, y'all
So, yeah. But, you know, one good thing that Tank did say after the fight, after the press conference, this one touched home right here. His real reason that he's retiring after 2025, this one hit home. If you don't understand or feel what Gervonta is saying here, then you're just a hater. I mean, straight up and down.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, West, though. I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
I can't do nothing but respect that. You know what I'm saying? Now, is Gervonta Davis serious about retiring? With that statement, I'll say yes. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? He could be pulling a page out of Mayweather's book, where you remember when Floyd Mayweather retired after the Oscar De La Hoya bout. Pretty Boy retired, and when he came back a year later, now it was a demand, more of a demand to see Floyd Mayweather. He kind of reinvented himself. He came back as Money Mayweather. All the greats do this. You know, this is been proven in history. Michael Jackson did it. He didn't really retire, but he changed his skin color. You know what I mean? He reinvented himself. Michael Jordan did it. He retired, went and played baseball. That didn't work out. He came back as MJ in the 45. But if you remember when Michael Jordan came back, he was larger than life. He was already huge, pause. But when he came back, he was larger than life when he had that 4 or 5 on. You know, Madonna started off, she was like a virgin when she started off. And then when about time her career reached mid-90s, she was Marilyn Monroe. Jay-Z, you know, he retired after the Black Album? And then he came back. Prince, he didn't retire, but shit, he changed his name from Prince to a damn symbol, to the artist formerly known as. Pause. But yeah, man. You know, so maybe Gervonta's going that route too, because hell, it makes sense. Shakur Stevenson ain't selling no damn tickets. You feel what I'm saying? He's boring the crowd. So let's say Shakur Stevens already lined up 2 fights next year. We got Floyd Schofield. He's fighting Kid Austin on February 22nd. And then he'll probably fight Zepeda, being that that'll be an easy fight to make with Zepeda, with both of them kind of having matchroom ties. So Shakur, I'm not going to say he's all the way tied up next year, but when's the last time we seen Shakur fight 3 times in a year? So, you know, Tank says he maybe got 2 or 3 fights left. I can see this fight. I definitely see a fight with Teofimo, and I'm going to say Lomachenko. Those are his 3 fights. And then maybe he retires and he comes back, and then that makes that fight with Shakur Stevenson just that much more big. But, you know, what I don't like about taking that time off is when he comes back, he's going to have to shake the ring rust. He might need 1 or 2 fights, you know, and then, hell, you know, we damn near in 2027. So hopefully we get the fight with Shakur or Tio. Either way, I'm happy. I want Gervonta to get to the bag. I want all these fighters to get to the bag, man. I do want to see Gervonta and Shakur fight. I would love to see how it plays out. I have my thoughts on it, but I will hold them to myself for now. You know, I will say this, though. A lot of the hate that Gervonta Davis receives is on the back of Gervonta Davis signing with the money team and Floyd Mayweather. Now, he's no longer really, you know, as tight with Floyd, but, you know, that has residual effects in life. And Gervonta is not boxing's favorite boxer, but he's the most exciting fighter in boxing. You know, and we'd be lying if we said Gervonta wasn't. Who doesn't watch a Gervonta Davis fight? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? As much as people say they don't want to see this fight with Lamont Roach, I bet you they ass watch it. I bet you they watch it. You know, we about to right now. What we gonna do is we gonna see what Floyd has to say about, you know, Gervonta Davis meeting all this hate since he was with the money team.
These hating ass niggas can't fuck with me. It's like 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6. Hating ass niggas all in my mix. It's like 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8. The 38 specialist set these niggas straight. It's like 8 to the 9, 9 to the 10. It's a freestyle, I ain't use no pen. We getting money, yep. We hustling, yep. We got them guns, yep. We buy the bar, yep. We got them cars, yep. We poppin' tags, yep. We ballin', yep. I said we ballin', yep. We getting money, yep. We hustlin', yep. We got them guns, yep. We buy the bar, yep. We got them cars, yep. We poppin' tags, yep. We ballin', yep. I said we ballin', yep. It's like King Kong, I'm like King Kong. I play bitch niggas like King Kong. Got a lot of cheddar, young Mayweather. Got my shit straight, get your shit together. Real cocky, real flashy. You in the wrong lane, you can't pass me. They see the cars, they see the chips, they see the hoes, they on my dick. I make it storm, I make it rain.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Oh, be jamming every time. Hey, that joker snap. You hear me? Say what you want about Floyd. Yeah, he might not can't read. I believe the man can read, but if he can't read, shit, he did a good job with that song. You know, he did a good job reading them lyrics or freestyling lyrics, whatever he was doing. I enjoyed the song. But yeah, man, this weekend we got some big fights over on the Zone. You got Richardson Hitchens taking on Liam Perro. That should be a pretty good fight. You know, I got to start getting these predictions back out. I didn't get them out. I'll go ahead and kind of give them to you now. I think Richardson Hitchens will defeat Liam Perro on the scorecards. I can also see that fight being a draw. Might want to sprinkle a little bit there, but I like Richardson Hitchens on the scorecards. Then the other main event over on Top Rank is going to be the rematch between Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez. That should be a wonderful fight. Shit, I can't call that one, man. I want to see Valdez win. I do. I want to see Oscar Valdez win. I just don't know if he'll be able to beat Navarrete. Navarrete, man, sometimes can just turn up another gear. That will also be another good fight, which you might want to also sprinkle a little bit on the draw. And speaking of sprinkling a little bit on the draw, if you're looking for an engine to place your sports bet.
Exciting news. Here at Rounds Boxing Club, we are thrilled to announce our partnership with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert, opening up an incredible opportunity for you to cash in on some of the best odds and new user offers. If you're looking to take your betting game to the next level, then I highly suggest that you sign up for your next sportsbook using my Sign Up First link, which can be found in the description of this video. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to elevate your betting game. I will see you guys in the winner's circle. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to rock out before we clock out and shout out a few of our wonderful subscribers. So without any other further ado, here we go. Hey, yo, oh, yo, shout out to Mr. Mechanical. Shout out my man Trizzy Dollars, Money Man 123. Big shout out Salvador Pinata. Shout out to the MGE Network. Shout out Ray Walker. Shout out to Royalty Boxing Club on Facebook. You guys go join the Royalty Boxing Club. If you love boxing, you're looking for the best boxing group on Facebook, Royalty Boxing Club is that. Major shout out to my man Bernie the Boxer. What's up, Mr. Theo? What's up, Bliss Matthews? Gadfly Gang in the building. Shout out to Fast Car Eddie Hitman Hearns. And shout out to the House of Marquis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 13th round. And I am your host, Coach Rounds. You know the drill. As always, like, subscribe, protect yourself at all times. We out. Peace.